Hello YouTube, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another car culture release for 2019. So Hot Wheels Premium Car Culture. This is the Desert Rally series. This is the latest series from Car Culture. These are, I think, starting to pop up at Walmart. This is the 1970 Oldsmobile 442 that we're looking at, and is the first car in the series. Here's a quick look at the card art. We're not going to spend much time on the card art. They have the unique vehicle in the front, and then they have, a listing of all the cars in the back, all the legal gobbledygook, and all that. So, all right, let's just get into the cars and talk about the castings just a little bit. So we're going to start with this 1970 Oldsmobile 442, properly because it is number one in the series. Go ahead and free the piece on all these. I love the old school Real Rider style that's on these cars. This is like the old Real Riders, the original Real Rider tires. Original off-road tires looked like that. This is a really cool little release, mainly because it's kind of like a Spectraflame finish. And I think it's just done in this nice like red and yellow, and it looks really, really good. So, of course, these get full deco. So you got your headlights, some detail in the grille there. You get taillights, license plate, dub 30. And just a really cool release. So this casting, actually, really, truly, this I believe this tooling was only released one other time in Flying Customs series back in 2013. There's been some other 442 W30s that are a lifted chassis casting, but I think it's a different tooling. I'm pretty sure it's a different tooling. I don't have one to show you, unfortunately, but those debuted in the 2006 mainline, and actually we're just seeing recently in the 2019 mainline, but I believe it's a completely different casting. If someone knows more detail about that, just comment down below. But and I believe the original W30, 442 W30 casting, I just showed in my last 10 Car Tuesday episode. So check out the 10 Car Tuesday playlist on my channel, if you're new to the channel, for blue cards. And there's a Oldsmobile 442 in there. Different tooling. So I believe this tooling was only used one other time. And it's a pretty cool little car. I actually dig this one quite a bit. Love those old off-road tires. We're going to take a look at an original Real Rider in a second, too. All right, so here is the 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon, a big truck casting. There are two different Power Wagon castings. I think this one has only been released twice before. 2014 Retro Entertainment, Simon & Simon, and then 2016 Pop Culture Batman and Superman, I think, is the only other two times this tooling has been released. Yeah, let's take a look at it. So pretty cool, because the other two times, well, one of the times was nice, Simon & Simon was almost a stock look, and then the Pop Culture series, those are filled with graphics and all sorts of stuff, and just don't look that great, usually, in my opinion. But this looks pretty good. So again, full deco. Trying to look at the tampos here too. It's weird. The tampo on the hood looks a lot higher resolution than the side graphics. See, these look a little bit grainy. And then the tampo on the hood looks a lot cleaner. Let's see if we can zoom into that a little bit. I'm just noticing that right now. It's still got a little bit of hairiness to it, but it seems like a lot less. And look at this dot matrix stuff. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if they use two different methods to get the graphics on the vehicle. But anyway, this casting is really cool. It's metal on metal, of course, rubber tires. It's got gray rims, and it's got the plastic like brush guard thing in the front. Plastic bumper in the back. That's all part of the bed in the interior. It's a pretty good looking big truck. It's large too. It's quite large. Now you got me looking. I'm looking at the tampos now on the Baja Bruiser, and those look really clean and sharp too. If you've been watching my car culture series, I've complained quite a bit of times about some of the premium cars tampos being very dot matrixy, and it looks like this is the old school way they used to do the graphics. And that is what they've been doing lately. It kind of looks almost like it's, I don't know, dot matrixy, like it's spray painted. I don't know, whatever. It looks weird. But the hood looks nice and clean. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll explore that more as we go on. All right, so next is this guy right here. This is the 1988 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. This casting has only been released a couple of times as well. It debuted in the, of course, infamous 2013 Hot Wheels Boulevard series. Yeah, the tampos look really clean on this. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so anyway, so this was debuted in the Boulevard series, 2014 pop culture. It was in the Star Trek series, boohoo. And then 2014, there was a K-Day mail-in of this casting. This is the only one I've got in my collection, is this one right here. Now. And of course, all metal body, rubber tires. The wheels are kind of cool. Got that star pattern. Kind of like the rim that would belong on a Ferrari, but with an off-road tire. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, it looks pretty good. White top. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. All right. Then we're going to follow that up with number 4 in the series. This is the 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. And this casting's kind of interesting. So this one was debuted in a mainline in, I think, 2016. And it was released a few times in the mainline. And then it got an RLC tooling, which we're going to look at in just a second. And then, because we're going to compare. And then this one in Replica Entertainment. And then again in this Car Culture series. So let's take a look at the tampos on this one now. See, this one's got that dot matrix printing kind of look to it, like bubble jet printer look to it. Do you see what I'm talking about? If I zoom in, will you see it better? You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Now the hood, look at that. Different. It's more crisp. It's more like a traditional tampo, I guess, than this like printing. Interesting. And this is like a metal flake black too, or sparkly black. That wasn't obvious in the package. Looks pretty good. So you got headlights, you got taillights, tail detail. Pretty good looking. I like these off-road tires. I think they look great. Bead lock rims. And then look at the base. All right, so let's take a look. This one is made in, I'm assuming, Thailand. That's where they make most of these. And then, so this is the, not the original release of it, but this is a mainline release of the tooling. Now you can see the tooling of the base. Let's just probably zoom out a little bit. Appears to be identical. Just one's metal and one is plastic. And I think that's it. Yep. There's where the rivet goes through. Pretty much identical, just one has a metal base. So they just retooled the base for it. And then this was the RLC release. This is a beautiful release. And this beautiful Spectraflame blue. Pretty much the same. I guess it's the same body tooling, except for the fact that it's got that hatch there. And then it also has an opening hood feature. So on the same token, it's quite a bit different, and the base is tooled different too. You can kind of see the detail by the pumpkin there in the back, the rear diff. You can see how that's the base on the RLC model is definitely more detailed, and this is a made in China. This is more detailed on the bottom too. I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of compare those two. This is obviously my favorite release of it. It looks great. This is pretty cool though too. Yeah, pretty good looking. Wheels are slightly different too. I just realized that. So, yeah, pretty awesome. So other than that, it's pretty much the same. Like they all have the plastic running boards and all of that, fender flares. That's a good looking truck. All right, we're going to follow it up with the last one here in the series. This is the Volkswagen Baja Bug. So this looks like a pretty interesting casting. Now, it says right on here, it's got the choking hazard block here that really kind of ruins the card art. You know, I'm going to open it anyway, so you know I don't care all that much, but it's kind of lame. But let's open this up. So I'm guessing that this top little spare tire action thing is removable. And honestly, I think it probably would look better without it, so let's see what happens. So, I'm an old school VW Bug fan, and I like the Baja Beetle, the original casting, and actually I've got an original one to look at right here, but we're going to get into that in a second. First, just to look at this model. Again, we've got the traditional style tampo action going on the side here, which looks nice, crisp, and clean. It's got these newer off-road tires. It's got, of course, a metal base. It even wraps around in this metal, like, protective cage around the rear motor in the car. And then you got this plastic add-on thing that looks like it's got some jerry cans on the side, some small ones, and a spare tire. And the spare tire is plastic. And let's go ahead and take this top piece off. Yep, so it comes right off. Here it is. Yeah, I think this Beetle looks a lot better without this top piece on it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But I'm siding with top piece off. Beautiful color for the car. Love that green color. It looks quite awesome. I like it a lot without that top piece on. And then let's take a look quick at the original Baja Bug. So this casting dates way back. Way back into 1980 nothing. 190. Is that supposed to be an 83 there? Probably is. Alright, so anyway, this casting's kind of a cool casting too. I do collect it. This is a really older one. This is one of the original Real Riders. Blazing Bug. Very cool. It's got the top, open top, roll cage in it, and it's got the motor in the back. It looks like intestines. And then this one here. So this one's got its plastic motor in the back. Still really cool. I really like this casting. I think it's awesome. I think it looks way better without this kind of hokey looking plastic thing on top. I'll put the plastic thing back just to show you again. It goes this way. There we go. Yeah, definitely. Plastic thing off. I'm going to keep it intact, of course, on display just because, but man, it looks a lot better off. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, so let me know what you guys think of this series. This is, I don't know, how many series of Car Culture have been out this year? Quite a few. And this is the latest one. I don't know what's going to be next. It'll be interesting to see. But I think this series is a cool series. The Beetles are really cool release. If I had to pick a favorite, honestly, it would be this Beetle without this top thing on it. I think it's a pretty awesome new casting, brand new casting. Otherwise, this one actually, I think it looks really awesome. I just love the old school kind of deco to it. This one's really cool too. I think I'm putting these in order. Then probably the Raptor, and probably last would be the Jeep. I like the Jeep too, but it does look quite out of proportion with those gigantic tires. And for how lifted it looks, it just looks a little bit weird. But, I mean, this thing's weird too, so whatever. Alright, so yeah, let me know what you think of this series down below. Are you excited for it, or are you just going to pick it up because you're a car culture completionist, which is kind of what I am. That's one of the series I'm definitely going to try to, keep current, is car culture. I really enjoy the series, and I think it's pretty awesome. So, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great day.